favorite gets out perfectly. Smooth Attack just rolls away from the field early. It's Stormy, Stormy Night. Start number 2 is a good one. At the start is up even in second and now passed on the outer by Play the Blues, who wants to contend and goes right by Smooth Attack early. Very, very wide though. Back in fourth from the far outside is Cherry Orchard running fourth. Fifth along the inside fence is Half the Battle in a tussle last with Bruce Attack, who has to make up about 7.5. The leader around the turn is Play the Blues underneath Victor Balin, out by a length from Smooth Attack and Alex Bendezu in second. Then a break of 4 to Stormy. Stormy Night continues ensconced in third, under a bit of a drive fourth, and responding now under Alvin Ortiz is Cherry Orchard. Fifth and on the move going the short way is Bruce Attack, and still seeing them all is Half the Battle. There's only 330 yards left as they zoom down the stretch, and race number 1, it is Smooth Attack. Smooth Attack takes over from Play the Blues, who's winded. It's Smooth Attack, Alex Bendezu, going to get a challenge late from Stormy, Stormy Night, a token one at that. It is Smooth Attack to oblige as your favorite. Stormy, Stormy Night completes the exacta. In the winner's circle, steps number 6, Smooth Attack and jockey Alex Bendezu. For owner Lois McCroskey, trained by Vance Childers, Dr. Donald McCroskey, homebred, 4-year-old gelded son of Forest Attack out of Maggie B by Bernstein. And they're off. Cookin' Rose has got the jump on him and tries to cross and clear. Not letting that occur is Froggy Kitten. Foggy Kitten is out to the front with Cookin' Roses and trapped right between a precarious spot for Abmar, who's up there playing early and now drops back to third. Well back and forth in the green is Aunt Stella. On the outside, moving on up forward, is Rock the Birdhouse, trying to get loose as well. Arch Flyer has to do a lot better, and so does Golub's Appeal. Holy cow, they are desperately next to last and last. Front is Cookin' Roses. Victor Santiago out by 3. Abmar in second. Foggy Kitten is in a tough straight on the inside rail, about to be passed is she by Aunt Stella in the yellow cap. Far back we go to Rock the Birdhouse, not involved. Here comes a bid late from Mini Dress, who's going to try to go by them all. And way back there to Arch Flyer. Deep stretch, final. Furlong of play, Cookin' Roses, Victor Santiago. Foggy Kitten is trying. Also Rock the Birdhouse. They're not catching Cookin' Roses today yet. It's Rock the Birdhouse. It's Rock the Birdhouse coming out, going to be close. Rock the Birdhouse, Cookin' Roses, very tight at the wire. Holy cow. Into the winner's circle for C.J. Slusher and Company, LLC. Their trophy race goes to the 6, Rock the Birdhouse and jockey Juan Molina Jr. Rock the Birdhouse is owned by Stephen Bush, trained by Don Bentler, 6-year-old daughter of Birdstone at a Limehouse dancer by Limehouse, bred in Illinois by its victorious owner. The homebred win for Mr. Stephen Bush. The winning time 1:15 and 1/5 of a second. They're ready. And they're off. All came out pretty well. Silver Eyes, he said, won the jump. And the other gray, right attentive as well, Fancy Hill. Now underneath her comes Madeline Attack. On the board as your favorite, contests early, and Silver Eyes and Madeline Attack throw it down. Fancy Hill going to be a close-up third, just 3/4 off. Rain Attack is fourth. Pressured is she on the outside by Harper Brianna, who gains up just a tad. Next to Hot and Fresh, right there with Featured Power. And then on the move on the outside, from the outside stall, Kona Connect with a handy spot. Anna Counta's in the purple next to last. And around the turn, desperately last, is Collie Ray's Kitty. Starting to move up from far back is Anna Counta, who's gaining ever so slightly on the far outside. But the new leader past the 550 is Fancy Hill. 2 furlongs to go for Fancy Hill, and Juan Molina looking for a second. They've broken loose to a 4.5 length lead. Inside running, Madeline Attack, continuing with an extended run from far back is Anna Counta. Anna Counta means business. Faltering in second is Harper Brianna, but there ain't no catching Fancy Hill. Juan Molina has 2 today. Fancy Hill at 9-1 blitzed them. Going to win by 8.5. maybe 9. Harper Brianna did hold second. Anacanta was third, and Kona Connector winner at 9-1 for race number 3, Fancy Hill, and 2 on the day so far for jockey Juan Molina. Owned by Fernando Bahena, trained by the same Fernando Bahena, 3-year-old gray daughter of More Spirit out of Mufalita by Smoke Glacken, bred in Kentucky by Mark Tuthaker and Jason Mew. We scratched the 7. And they're off and running. Very tough start at first asking for Wicked Gus number 3. Out very well, the 2 from the outside stall, Secret Honor and Ancient Man. And there's Temple Fool to secure the inside rail route and go clear going the shortest way around. Temple Fool, Secret Honor, not much between them early. It's going to be Ancient Man all alone towards the outside running in third. Electric Charge runs fourth, 6 off the early front runners. Next is your favorite Crepe Yarns. Crepe Yarns on the board at 3-5 odds on, and that horrible start had the first timer Wicked Gus 10 lengths off the lead. The opening quarter mile is pedestrian at best. Temple Fool, Kim Sampson, right where she wants to be on this dude. Looked great in the paddock, out by 2 lengths. Secret Honor is continuing a second place run. On the outside of that is Ancient Man in third. No change in the running order. Electric Charge, second choice of the backers, is in fourth. The one who's moving on up is Wicked Gus. Probably doesn't know any better, but passes the favorite Crepe Yarns. And now they're bunching up. They go around turn number 2. Temple Fool has company, and there goes Ancient Man from third to first in the blink of an eye, and Ancient Man, Victor Balin, giving it to him at the quarter pole, out by 4. Temple Fool trying to stick out the trip. On the rail, here comes Electric Charge, not forgotten, but on the front, Ancient Man has taken it to him. Temple Fool is back into it in second. Electric Charge, a rail running and in tight in third. Secret Honor is fourth. Here comes Temple Fool, Kim Sampson. It's going to be close. Electric Charge. They're all after Ancient Man, who will win by just over a length. Temple Fool second, Electric Charge third, Ancient Man. And a victorious ride, spectacularly done by jockey Victor Balin. Owned by Jose Adan Sanchez, Earl Hughes, the victorious trainer, a 4-year-old chestnut gelded son of Zivo out of Brand Enhancement. And they're off. A couple belatedly away from the gate. Bumper Girl didn't get a good start, and a couple others threw their head right at the last second. Rank and File's going to end up with the lead, with Deauville Miss prominently placed in second. Third is Little Account. Fourth, Viva Violence, your favorite, tucked away in a joint third and looks very well. Back on the rail in fifth is Bailston Lassie. Here comes a charge from Bumper Girl. Right between is the gray moving on up. That's Little Bella with the new rider aboard. And on the outside of Little Bella, trying to make some headway from far, far back, moving on up, there goes Maria's Gift, far, far back there. And Maria's Gift has about 12 lengths to make up and desperately last around the turn, is being creative, out of it by about 15. The contesting lead is held by Rank and File and Deauville Mist. Viva Violence gets her cue, but pinning that one in is Little Account, who's still in fourth. Back in fifth is Bumper Girl, deep stretch. Hugging the rail for a late run is Bailston Lassie. They head down inside the final furlong grounds. Right hand urging Rank and File and Emmanuel Giles. Gonna have a tussle from Viva Violence. Viva Violence goes by and gets her picture taken again. Viva Violence. Alvin Ortiz, well done by 2. Deauville Miss came up for another second. Welcome back to the winner's enclosure. Winner of today's 5th race, number 6, Viva Violence, and jockey Alvin Ortiz. Owned by Tracy Casey, trained by Gerald Butler. Viva Violence is a 5-year-old daughter of Violence out of Better Be Sharp by Cherokee Run, bred in Kentucky by Rhiannon Farms Incorporated. Winning time, 6 furlongs, track fast, 1:14 and 4/5 of a second. And they're off. Hold your tickets. Number 7, Heliochrome, may have broken through the gate, but we shall see. On the inside, After My Brother takes over and takes the flight for Pete Raymond and company. Back in second is Cyclone Attack. Ranging up third on the far outside of Proceedings is Immoral. Back in fourth is Heliochrome. Challenged on the outside is Heliochrome. On the far outside of that is Blue Norther. Winner last out moves up into fourth. Going the wrong way is Heliochrome, about to be passed by Lord Dillon, who moves forward. Along the rail is your odds-on gamble, Gold Smokes, trying to make a race of it down along the inside. The last two around the turn, Mapache G has one of them beaten, and that is Hands Off the Goods. Around the turn, past the quarter pole they go. It's After My Brother, Emmanuel Giles, out to a tenuous lead. Outside of that is Immoral in good positioning in second. Here comes a bold move from long shot Lord Dillon, who's gaining down the center of the course. Mapache G is interested late, faltering Blue Norther. Deep stretch, it's After My Brother. It's Immoral. It's Lord Dillon, and here comes Gold Smoke to go by them all. Wow. Well timed, Victor Balin with a double. He has come from so far behind for so many races, and he guides Gold Smoke into the winner's circle, winner of today's sixth. Victor Balin, a great ride for Shelley Essen Price, the owner, Eddie Essen Price, the trainer, is a Kentucky-bred 4-year-old gelded son of Mineshaft out of Alluvial Gold by Danehill Dancer. Start now. And they're off. Very slow into stride there was number 6. Last one in, Wildwood Posse, way last coming out. Very good speed for Kiana's Love and Frosted Eclair. There in Boston Battle right up top. Free Love is running back in third. Fourth and fifth together from the outside stalls, a little bit tipsy, and may start covering that one. Next is Pelego retreating just a bit. Henri Angel has to do a lot better. Way back there. Not much hope for Henri Angel, who's starting to make some kind of ground up. Around the only turn they go. The one that's the big, fast back marker is Wildwood Posse by 20 lengths last. On the front, Frosted Eclair is out by 6. It's Kiana's Love, Alex Bendezu in second. Hunkered down is the rider, Corey Orm, aboard a little bit tipsy, who's not without hope, swinging on in, past the 330-yard mark. The sights are set for the front runner, Frosted Eclair, who rebreaks at the furlong pole, and Frosted Eclair is home free. Frosted Eclair will score as your even money favorite. A good battle for second and third. Awesome Sunday came from the clouds to get second. Into the winner's circle steps number 5, Frosted Eclair and jockey Emmanuel Giles. Winner of today's 7th race, co-owned by Lawrence Gavilski II, Dennis Pohl, Keith Throm, and Colin Throm. Jim Watkins, the winning conditioner of this 4-year-old daughter of Frosted out of Eclair de Lune by Marchand de Sable, bred in Illinois by Hillendale Farm. This Illinois bred stopped the clock in 1:13 4/5 of a second. And they're off. Good getaways for Rock and Rye and Sand Mountain from the outside. Fast and Furious is gathering momentum to shoot underneath both of them. Back and forth is Snoozer in a handy place along the inside rail. Megan's Honor, your race time favorite, is well positioned in 5th. 6th and 7th go to Papa Rocket, is 6th, and outside, now inside, Diamond Maximus is last down the backstretch past the half mile. 22 2/5 of a second got it done for Fast and Furious. Bailey Weatherly to show the way by a length. Oncoming Surge on the outside is Megan's Honor, who's blistering now and goes right up from 5th to 1st in the span of a furlong. Past the 550, outside traveling Megan's Honor by 2 lengths. Rock and Rye is trying to challenge for 2nd, but they're mixing it up far back. Sand Mountain is trying to get loose of the oncoming Papa Rocket, but on the lead throughout, Megan's Honor goes in the final furlong grounds. 3 lengths to the good, now 4 lengths away. It's Megan's Honor. Rainier Arietta, odds on 3-5, gonna win like it. It's gonna be Papa Rocket for 2nd to complete a Ritter. Charles Ritter, Scott Becker Exacta. Photo for 3rd and 4th. E6 and 1 in race number 8. Into the winner's circle steps number 5, Megan's Honor and jockey Rainier Arietta. Co-owned by Charles Ritter and Scott Becker. Scott Becker is the conditioner of the 6-year-old chestnut gelded son of Golub out of Honor Graham by Graham Hall. Bred in Illinois by Mr. William Stirritz. The winning time, 1:12 1/5 of a second. On a Tuesday for 2023. And they're off. Great start for Lichita to flash that early turn of hoof. Here comes I Love This Bar close up with Bethy along the inside rail. Running back and forth is Keep Me in the Moment. Top four separated by 3 lengths. Retreating early is Bethy. Moving on up on Bethy's outside is Not to Be Denied. Wider yet to Prancy Pants. In the last 2 down the backstretch run, late running Golub's Ranger. Passed on the outer by Wildcat Bobby. Opening quarter in 23 1/5 of a second. They sort each other out. It's Lichita having some company now in that of Keep Me in the Moment. Right up along the outside in second. Shifting from inside to outside is Bethy with the late run. Starting to move well and is unencumbered on the far outside. Inside, waiting for space as I Love This Bar. Here comes a bid from Wildcat Bobby. Wider to Prancy Pants. Nothing left yet for Not to Be Denied, and Golub's Ranger going to start her run pretty quick. Inside the final furlong, 220 yards in our get-out race this Tuesday. Keep Me in the Moment, Victor Santiago. Here comes Wildcat Bobby. Inside Lichita is Stingy. Golub's Ranger too late on the scene. Wildcat Bobby to win. Keep Me in the Moment second, Golub's Ranger, then Lichita. In the winner's circle, winning the last race on this Tuesday of racing, Wildcat Bobby and jockey Urdio Lopez, owned by Austin Tinsley and Diane Lemieux, trained by Brian Lemieux. Wildcat Bobby is a 4-year-old daughter of Wildcat Red out of Blessed Moon by Officer, bred in Illinois by its winning ownership. Congratulations to Austin and Diane.